What is up? This is What's for Dinner, and tonight we're making stuffed bell peppers with dirty rice. I'm Drew. Of course, your ingredients. We have some red bell pepper, also some green peppers, one whole white onion, and this, I was looking for par cooked rice. This is all I could find. It was pre-cooked rice. Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, some minced garlic. Also, on the bottom there's some Parmesan. We're going to top them off with that. Some Worcestershire sauce, and also some Kingsford Applewood barbecue sauce. Very few ingredients in there. Also some provolone that we are going to grate up ourselves. And I almost forgot our ground pork. We're only going to use a half of pound. And also, yeah, that's a 4-pound bag of ground beef. Actually, that is ground chuck, 80/20. Of course, we're going to dice up your onion. We got a video about that previously. Just want to cut the tops off, and you're going to want to take out the core. And then on the tops of these, we are going to cut them up and put in our onion when we're cooking them together. Now you see how the bottoms of these are uneven? We're just going to slice off a little of the uneven part so they sit flat. Now, you could cut them in halves if you wanted to do it that way too. I almost did it that way. Now we're going to start making our stuffing, or our dirty rice stuffing. Put a little olive oil in the pan, and I'm just cooking these over medium heat. You want to cook your onions and your bell peppers for about 8 to 10 minutes. I went the full 10 minutes, and you just want them to get translucent and have a little bit of color on them. And I'm just going to push the vegetables off to the side in a bowl. Of course, I have a half pound of ground chuck and a half pound of just your regular ground pork. I was actually looking for the cheaper stuff. Usually you can find it for about $1 something a pound. You're going to season this anyway, so it's not going to matter. Just went in with a little bit of minced garlic, and that is the cheese that we grated up ourselves. And I'm not going to use it all because I'm going to top off the bell peppers right at the end of their cook time with the provolone cheese and also Parmesan. So you're going to save a little bit behind. And then we're going to go in with our rice, and this was my biggest mistake. It said pre-cooked. It was still a little chewy afterwards. My wife thought it was fine. I, on the other hand, I wish I would have at least cooked it for a little bit just to soften it up. Or also, I could have drained it in some water. Then we got our Tony Chachere's, Creole seasoning. And also, this is just adding to the dirty rice. But you got to remember, too, the darker you brown your pork and the darker you brown your ground beef is the darker that your white rice will be. That your dirty rice will be, I should say. Got the Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire. You can see the dark brown color of the dirty rice. Honestly, I made twice as much as what I really needed. This would have been great for 8 bell peppers, green peppers, whatever. And then I'm going in with some of my barbecue sauce. Basically, I need some wetness. A lot of people will use spaghetti sauce, pasta sauce, and I just need that wetness. You could use pasta sauce if you wanted to. And then again, I still need more wetness, so I'm going back on the tops with just some barbecue sauce. And I always like my dirty rice with barbecue sauce, so that's the reason behind it. And Kingsford makes a great product. And into a preheated 350 degree Fahrenheit oven, they are going to go for 45 to 55 minutes. Now at the 40 to 45 minute mark, I am going to pull them out. And this is the first time I pulled them out. I thought they were going to go for about 35 to 45 minutes, but I had one that fell over. Can't win them all. Ooh. Yeah, that's hot. And here's where I am going to add the cheese, the provolone, and then also a little Parmesan, just because it will brown up in the cooking process. And then back into the oven for additional 10 to 15 minutes. Again, total cook time's about 55 minutes, 45 give or take. And again, we didn't blanch these green peppers, bell peppers, that capsaicin if you're in Australia, like a lot of people do. believe me, they will get tender enough in the oven. And normally I do the Mr. Creepy face. But, yeah, I was so mad at this point, I just let it go.